Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to discuss another problem. Problem is Fibonacci number. So it's a very basic problem. Let's see what the problem is. In the problem, Fibonacci numbers commonly denoted f of n form a sequence called Fibonacci sequence, such that each number is the sum of the preceding ones, starting from 0 and 1. Okay, that is if f of 0 is 0 and f of 1 is 1. So basically f of 2 will be the previous two elements, which is 0 and 1. So 0 plus 1, 1. Sum of preceding two ones. Given n, calculate f of n. So what does this mean? See, what we are given is, right, we are given something called as f of n, which is f of n minus 1 plus f of n minus 2. Okay. Now for n is equal to 0 and for n is equal to 1, in the problem it's given that for f of 0, where the 0 is n, right? So for f of n, where n is 0, so f of 0, answer is what? 0. And for f of 1, answer is what? 1. So these two values are given in the problem only. That is the starting of the sequence, right? Fibonacci sequence, starting two terms. Two terms is 0 and 1. Now let's say we have to find this term, like what will come after this. So this term will be sum of the previous two terms, 0 plus 1, which is 1. So here 1 will come. So using this formula, what it will be? Let's say we have to find f of 2, right? N is equal to 2, 0, 1, 2. So f of, it will be f of just the previous one. So this is, if this is the current one, right? This is the previous and this is previous to previous, like the second previous, okay? So f of n minus 1, n is what? 2, 2 minus 1, 1 plus f of n minus 2, n is what? 2, 2 minus 2, 0. So see, f of 2 is f of 1 and f of 0, the previous two, right? Okay, so in this way we can find the entire Fibonacci sequence. So let's say if we have to find till n is equal to 5. So first two terms will be 0, 1, then it will be 1 plus 0, 1. Now this term will be sum of previous two. So what are two previous? 1 and 1. So 1 plus 1 will be 2. So 2 will be this here. And what will come here? Sum of previous two. So previous two is what? This 2 and this 1. So 2 plus 1, 3. So something like this will be your Fibonacci sequence. So what will come here? It will be 3 plus 2, 5. Here it will be 5 plus 3, 8. So what now we have to do in this problem, right? We have given n. When we have to find that term, like what will be that number at that nth term. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So let's say if your n is 5, right? They are asking for the fifth term in the Fibonacci sequence. So what will be the fifth term? This. What will be the sixth term? It will be 8. Okay. So that is what we need to do in this problem. Now how we can find out the nth term, right? See, as we discussed right now, what is the nth term? This 8 is the sum of previous two terms, right? So we will store the value. We will store the value of the previous two terms. Let's say this is A and this is B and this is C. So the current term which we have to find will be the sum of previous two terms which are stored in A and B. So A plus B. Okay. So this is how we will be finding. So let's see how we can do it. Let's do a dry run. So let's say we have to find n is equal to, for n is equal to 6, we need to find. That is, we have to find the sixth term of the Fibonacci sequence. And initially Initially I am taking A as 0 and B as 1 because initial two terms, right, in the Fibonacci sequence, two terms are 0 and 1. And we have to find the we'll start from the second term, right? So see, what will be C? It will be A plus B. That is the C is the current term and A and B store the previous two values. So this will be A plus B. So what is A plus B here? 0 plus 1. It will be what? And initially we will have count. So count will be initially 2, right? This count should, we have to make it till 6. We have to find the sixth term, right? So initially, why I have taken count as 2? Because these are the first two, right? 0 and 1. These are the first two elements. So after, from the second, I have to start, right? Second term. So 0 plus 1 will be 1. Okay. So this is this term here. Now see guys, now in order to find this, right? In order to find this next one, what should be the previous two values stored in A and B? Just try to think. Because we need to every time update also. So that we can get the previous two values for the current, right, position. So, see, 1 will be this one and 1 will be this. So, what is this? This is the current C which we calculated, right? So, this C will get updated in B. That is, we will assign the value of C to B. Because this will be the second, the previous term, right? And this one was what? This one was the earlier B. Because this was A and this was B, right? But now this one will become A and this will become B. So this was C. So we assigned it to B. But before assigning this C to B, we have to assign the B value. That is this value. So to A so that it can become A now. Something like this. So now this A will be having B value. So A will given B value, that is 1. And C value will be given to B. So it is 1 only. So it will be a 1 only. So now see, these two are the, for this, right, these two are the previous two values, 1, 1. So again we will calculate C. It will be 1 plus 1, A plus B, 1 plus 1. This will be 2. So here 2 will come. Okay. So here 2 will come. Now what will happen? We have to update the previous two terms. So this should be B and this should be A, right, for the next one. So B, right now this was B, right? So B value we will assign to A, 1, and C value we will assign to B, 2. Okay, this 2. So here now again we will calculate C. So it will be 2 plus 1, A plus B, right? 2 plus 1, it will be 3. See, 2 plus 1, 3. Again we have to update B and C. So this A will become this B and this B will become this C for the next one. So again we will calculate 2 plus 3, which is 5. So 5 will come here. B will be updated to A. So 3 will be assigned to 2. Sorry. This, it moves like this, right? B will be given to, B value will be given to A. So B was 3, it is given to A. And C value will be given to B. So C is 5, it will be assigned to B, 5. Okay. Now I forgot to update the count also. So side by side counts will also update. For the next here, what will happen? 3 plus 5, which is 8. So 8 will come here. And B will be given to A and C will be given to B. So in this way, right, we can find all the terms in the Fibonacci series. So sixth term will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. So output will be 8. Okay. So we will continue doing these 3 steps. This is the first step, second step and third step. until our count is less than or equal to n, right? Because we need to find the sixth till sixth term. Once it becomes greater than, count becomes greater than n, there is no need, because we already found our term in C, so we will just return C. Okay, so I hope you understood the approach. Let's see the code once. So see, be very simple code. We have taken A 0, B 1, count starting from 2, and C variable. If n is 0 or n is 1, so obviously return n, because for 0, zeroth term is 0 only and first term is 1 only. Otherwise, count less than equal to n. Do these 3 steps. Increment count also, because we have to increment it. And at last we can return C. Very easy problem. So time complexity is O of n, in space is constant, right? Because we are not using any extra space. So if you found the video helpful, please like it. Let me know in the comments if you have any doubt. And thanks for watching. Bye.